right. So, not sure if you guys saw, but Walter got stuck on his ramp, I guess. Liv tried to jump in to save him. He's pretending he can't use his left, or his bad leg, so he stands on 3 legs a lot. You guys probably see that. But we had a setback on Sunday. He was alone for like 10 minutes, and he pulled off about 1/4 of the skin that we grew. So, like if you think of it as his hole as a circle, he did from about, like as a clock, he did from 12 to 3. He pulled a very even amount of skin right off. So, skin that it took us since October to grow. So, that was a little bit of a setback. George doesn't think it'll take it as long to epithelialize again over it because it had already grown over, so he doesn't think it should be as long. But I'm keeping the honey on it. I just told Carlene she has a honey pad in her room that she's been using on her hand. I told her I need to take it home because we ordered more honey pads because I'm all out of those for him, but they're supposed to arrive on Thursday. So hopefully she has a big enough one that'll get me through tomorrow and Thursday, and then we'll have the other ones. She doesn't need this here anymore. This is from the snowstorm. We had to organize how we organized all the dogs that were off property. So, read that. Oh yeah, I had probably my star today was Oakley. He was really great. Really sweet dog, big blocky dog, but cute. Went to Home Depot. He's really good at stopping and thinking, which is important. So he's a nice man. He should be a good boy. Thank you. Oh, plenty. That's great. That's wonderful.
It's open, so watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got up to 42 degrees today.
Really?
So that was really exciting.
That's why we had to put the food in.
Yep, 40.
We had food on the couch.
Yeah, 42 degrees. It's supposed to be 53 on Friday.
Wow.
And then 23 on Sunday. 53 on Friday with a little bit of a rainstorm.
Well, that'd be fun.
And then freezing everything again by the weekend. Then God only knows what will be on Monday. Maybe we'll
That means we'll have a crust on the snow again.
Yeah. So we pushed everything out. Everything. We got a lot of room. We just have to work on. We're all slowly chipping away at the donkey hill kennels on the backside of the barn.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to get those. Once we get that, that's really the only place that still needs to be shoveled. So other than that, pretty good. Right on top of it all.
You can always just mash it down.
Yeah, right now the dogs are mashing it down now.
As long as there's no crust.
Yeah.
You get a crust, you begin to get sore shins.
Yeah.
You already got a 3-legged dog now.
I know I do. I'm going to have to get him and, see if I can borrow Janine's pool, do some water therapy with him.
No!
Once it heals. Get him to use it again. I guess they say he will. I don't know. But right now it's pretty swollen, so. No, we haven't made any calls on that yet. They're all really sweet dogs. What's that noise? It's weird. Oh, she's chewing on the veranda bed. Dog teeth on metal. It's a very interesting sound. So yeah, they're all really good dogs. They're a good group of 8. Really nice, blocky, chunky dogs. So the few of them are a little quirky, but for the most part,
they all are.
They're very good. I'm talking about the bugs in the barn,
yeah.
The black ones.
They all are.
Yeah,
are.
Yeah, but they're good. I mean, they're a good group of 8.
I just had an email from a gal who puts a great deal of faith in temperament testing.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
Well,
Pinching the toes and flipping them over and that kind of thing.
Oh, well, there are this bunch of people that run around giving this temperament test.
Okay.
And I did it one year.
Yeah.
I have a dog on the property that passed.
Yeah.
You know, they're all my, but they don't do the things that the normal dogs do.
Yeah.
You know, they come running at you with an umbrella and, threatening things. The dog's supposed to stand in front of you.
Yeah.
No, our dog goes behind.
Yeah.
Well, with that stuff. You
know.
I just had absolutely no faith in them.
Yeah.
I mean, our dogs are fine.
Yeah, our dogs are good. We got good
I don't
dogs.
think, but it gets everybody to sign for $25, then he gives you the certificate. You know,
Yeah.
like, that's really.
How is Hayden doing? Hayden's good. He's huge. He's a big dog. He's slowly understanding when we go out that we're actually trying to do something. It only took him a year to realize, but definitely improving drastically. We no longer put our nose on everything when we're walking through the store, so we can now enter grocery stores, so that's huge. He's really good with the leave-its now. Before, he would just, you'd say leave it, he'd just pull harder to what he wanted. So he's over that stage, which is good, because he's a big dog. So now he actually walks around and he's getting bored, so that's really good. My local CVS has large honey pads. I bought CVS honey ointment for 2 fingertip cuts, seem to work. CVS brand. Yeah, the only ones they told me they said make sure it has the calcium alginate in it. I don't. And so somebody said something like seaweed. I don't really know, but
I got the same one.
this is perfect. Yeah, this is the one that I use. I don't want to deter off. I got this same thing in the squeeze bottle form that I've been putting a little on a chest thing he has, which is helping. So
I just washed it out of my bed sheets
yeah,
because it does come through the bandage.
yeah. That's why the doctor told me not to bandage change every day, but I have to go down to at least, I don't necessarily change the pad on the wound, but I have to take all the gauze off because it seeps right through. And he oozes a lot from down there. It's very, very wet, I guess. I don't know. Yes,
He's a very
he has.
leaky dog.
Yeah, Blake has been neutered. Yes, he is leaky in all parts of him. Yeah, we don't need to talk about his penis, but he does have penis issues too. So one issue at a time. I'm just focusing on the leg. And I have Magnus, my other dog, so it started on he was with my mom. I came home on Saturday, and I thought it was the beginning of Bigfoot. So he had the swollen wrist and into the top of the foot, and I was like, oh, by tomorrow, toes will all be blown up. Nope. It's just the joint, and it's on this side.
Huh.
Just one solid thing, and I was like,
Uh-oh.
yeah. I looked at it, and I was like, yeah.
Not a good thing.
No, nice and hard. So
Nice and hard. Oh,
keep an
dear.
eye on it is what I'm doing, and then if I have to, we'll do an antibiotic. I don't know if it's some tick diseases or inflammation of the
hard?
joint. Yeah, it's pretty swollen, but it's hard.
It's hard?
It's hard. It's right here on his
That
foot.
sounds more like bone cancer.
I know it does. And then, but it's swelly. There's fluid down here though, and just on the top of it. And his foot is fat, but his toes are fine.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's weird. So
It's
on the
a-
leg,
Right
on the
there.
leg. Yeah, right on that, and it fractured his bone.
Yeah.
And then I redid the pain medicine for him, and the options when Fido got diagnosed with cancer were cut his leg off or do radiation, and I said no, I'll do pain management. So we did pain management, but he was a big dog. He was about 182 pounds, and he was your basketball player. He had a huge barrel chest and like long, skinny, awkward legs. So I was like, I couldn't imagine if I removed his leg, he would have died. There's no way that he would have physically.
I watched that Dr. Paul
Yeah,
take off a couple legs.
yeah,
On a cat, it does real well, or if it's a back leg.
yeah.
But a front leg on a heavy dog is not a good thing.
Now, I remember I saw a Dane down at Danvers that when I was in and out for when it was consecutive days for rabies shots, it was like over a course of like 4 days. It was when we had the 32 puppies, and
Yeah.
I had gone in, and it was like the Dane was just coming out of surgery in that little lab area. And I was like, oh gosh, like, and they were like, yeah, I had cancer. They removed the front leg, and I was like, oh.
Geez.
By the 4th day, the dog was there, and they were putting it down because it just couldn't adapt.
Yeah, it can't.
Yeah, it was sad. Like the money.
70% of a dog or a horse is in the front
It's
leg.
in the front. Oh, that's great. Seagram was great at Radio City Music Hall, 6,000 seats, and SDP, and she was great. Thank you to all the trainers and Carlene. That's great. That is good. She's a good girl. All
We
right.
have a bunch of good dogs out there.
We do. Yeah, we have a lot of really good
It's
dogs.
Really,
And a bunch of good ones just went out. Bello, you didn't get to spend a lot of time with Bello, but he's great, and he's with Kate. He graduated and left us, and then Charlotte, Martina, and Danica will all be ready to go before the end of the month. So
Who's their father?
They are Danica and Martina are athletes, so that's what Gussie Wilbur, I think, and Charlotte was Opal. She was an author, so Opal. I'm sure someone will type who Opal's. Our 150-pound Mastiff got bone cancer. We chose to let him sleep rather than amputate. We didn't think he could function. Yeah, I would do the same. They now print 3D artificial legs for dogs. I bet they cost $1 million. I can only imagine. I bring my dog in for an ear infection. I leave like $256 in the hole. So I couldn't imagine what a prosthetic leg would be.
You know what they do have for back legs is Eddie's Wheels?
Eddie's Wheels, yeah.
Eddie's Wheels.
Yeah. Sheila's dogs have those wheelchairs, I think.
Yeah.
All right, well, I am off. You guys, Gromit. Yeah, thank you, Linda. Gromit, of course. How could I forget? Baby Jesus.
Gromit's a Walter, right?
Gromit's a Walter dog, yep.
Gromit's a Walter dog, and Wilbur is a Bailey dog? Bentley dog?
I believe so. Wilbur. Was he the airplane litter? Is he Mish?
Wilbur, yeah, we're right.
Yeah. So he's the airplane litter. So he was Misha's. He was one of the minions. So, and I think we bred Misha too. I can't keep track of it. Isn't there?
Well, Bentley would have been her father.
Jasper. So Wilbur's a Jasper dog. Jasper was your last Thumper Luna line.
Yes.
Which is Noelle also. Yeah.
That's a good dog.
Yeah, those were two good. We kept two
I
good
have
ones.
great hopes for Wilbur. He's a nice dog, too.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, and it was Gussie and Wilbur who were his Martina and Danica will be ready to go. Misty's their sister, Misty.
Uh-huh.
Bolt and Hayden need more time, and so does Venus, but they'll all make it, but they just need more time. So. And Nicholas and Pete will be the first of the gifts to go. Big dogs, so. All right. Hi, Pearl. Pearl. All right. Who is your mail? Do you have mail?
I have. It's right in front of you.
Oh, right here. Right.
I have 3 from Harold and Wanda.
Who?
Harold and Wanda. Harold, that's the people that send it to us every day.
Oh, that's fun.
But they got 3 in one day. Here comes my help.
Huh. Awesome.
We
Hey,
don't
Laura.
have an awful lot of excitement, like 2 boxes and.
Well, looks like you guys will be here all night.
Bye.
Bye.
You can have that one. And that one. It's not a very exciting night. We have 3 Harold Wandas and 1. I don't know why we have 3 Harold Wandas the same day. They were all mailed a different day. That was all mailed a different day. Let's see what they're into. I bet it's pecans. Oh, Christmas lights. Christmas lights and Coca-Cola. Well, that works. They work. And we have a check of some kind. Aren't we lucky all these dogs fell asleep?
Nice and quiet.
I know. They're getting a couple of them are picking up on that yuppie puppy. You know what they've gotten confused with? Is sitting down looking for food. Because when you're spoon feeding them, they sit down and you feed them.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're sitting down and trying to figure out how the hell you make that thing work. So there's a little bit of confusion. I don't know how to get this envelope open here. What am I doing now? And fold, crease, and tear the stuff. Okay, so I've got to do that stuff. They're nice puppies, though.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think so?
Yeah. They're very observant.
They are. I think that comes from being in the house so long. Oh my heavens, this is a very large one. This is very nice. Deborah, Thomasville, Georgia. Thank you very much. I can't find the bottle. There's the bottle. Put it in the bottle. Okay. And then we have more Harold and Wanda. I told you pecans. They eat pecans. They eat a lot of pecans. A lot of pecans.
Do you like them?
No. I don't eat nuts. I figure if I don't like them all that much, I might as well. They're very caloric. I think, at any rate. They do eat Jimmy Dean, too. Jimmy Dean, that's a good thing.
I haven't had that in a while.
I know. I know. And then get to the stove. Now what? Okay, this is exciting. This is a tractor piece. The butt order. There'll be a small delay here. There we go. Yeah, Bud ordered this because during that storm, all of a sudden the tractor didn't work. And trying to get it working, it was.
They struggled with that.
They struggled with it badly because the somehow the diesel fuel had a little bit of oil, water in it, and the water got in the little bowl here and cracked the bowl, and they were in trouble. So Bud looked it all up. He always does. He gets out the manual, and the next thing we know, we get funny little things in the mail. I thought he was going to order 2. Huh. Okay, so that's a fuel filter and a thing like that. I'll put that in there. You want to put that up on for some reason, we put things to Bud up on the mail piece. There we go. Love with food. Oh, this is that snack food stuff. Oh, this is fun. There we go. Maybe. It's got funny things in it sometimes. Who's this from? Love with food. Sam Keys. Here we go. Well, we got funny things. Cheese straws. Okay. And potato chips and funny things like that. Oh. Okay. Trail mix. Healthy things like that. Protein peanut spread. That's liquid. That's new. Educational snacks. I'm sure we'll clean this out without too much trouble. Smoked barbecue corn. Oh, okay. Wonderful. Thank you. Why did I take the back off? It'll just be in the way, right? You got it. You got it. Okay. We did that. I'll go over there now.
Okay, questions?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is there an update about how long the baby donkey will stay at the farm?
My guess is they're trying to pick it up on the weekend. Last weekend was so cold you really couldn't transport too well. And this weekend is supposed to be icy. So hauling a trailer around on the ice is really not an awful lot of fun either. So with the safety of the animals in mind, we just go along from day to day. We don't ask questions like that. Everyone knows we'll be here till spring. What else we got? Anything?
I'm looking. Is Sarah the help?
I don't think so. What's that noise? Oh. Okay.
Is Sarah the helper on Fridays a long-time volunteer?
Sarah the helper on Fridays. Sarah with the white hair?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's been around for a long time.
Mm-hmm. They're wondering if I've narrowed down my college search. Not really. I've applied to 9 schools total, and I've heard back from 4. So.
And what have you heard?
I've got accepted to all of them so far.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It's still
okay. So say you got accepted to all of them. What's your first choice?
My favorite is probably University of Vermont.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I love the school and I love the area, so.
Nice area.
Yeah.
That's where Lauren went?
She went to St. Michael's. I applied there and got accepted too.
It's right up there too.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. That's like my top 2 up there.
Yeah.
They're both very nice schools. When I was on the tour at St. Lawrence, I started talking about here, and then they said, "Oh, we have a Great Dane service dog here," and I said, that can't be a coincidence, and then I figured out who it was, so,
Huh.
yeah.
And you told me you delivered it or something?
No, I just said that I remember when he was in training and I was around for that, so.
How's your father's back?
It's still sore, yeah.
Backs are bad.
When he injures himself or is sick, he just doesn't get off the couch for a couple of days. And so he's been...
He's a man, right?
Yeah. And so we'll see what happens with that. But is there a staff and volunteer dinner planned this year?
Yeah.
Rumor has it, what I've heard is that it's in April.
I've forgotten when, but I just signed the thing today. It's going to be over there on in Middleton, 62. Angelica's.
All right. Mm-hmm.
That's a nice place.
Also about my dad, he said he'll come by somewhat soon when he feels better and fix the big chair.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And make it all pretty again.
I feel badly we didn't sand it down and things.
Yeah, he said he'll do that.
That'd be fine.
He had a job for a little bit and then they finished it, so.
Well, this time of year there's all...
Oh,
Hi there.
she's a pretty girl. Yes, she's a good girl. She's pretty.
It's a pretty dog.
She's pretty.
They're wondering what I've had to submit to schools, so.
Oh, I don't want to do that though. Go ahead.
I had to write an essay, I had to get a couple recommendation letters and a resume. That's about it. And grades, obviously, and that stuff.
Did you do SATs?
Yep, I did SATs and ACTs.
Good. Okay.
What happened to Oriot's sister? Boo.
Boo is with Lynn's daughter. Was up here in New Hampshire, and she moved. No, she went to Georgia then.
Yes.
Well, who's the one that Lynn's daughter has? Blue.
Yes.
That's close. Boo is in Georgia.
Boo's in Georgia, and I'm pretty sure Blue's in Texas.
Lynn's
Yeah.
daughter, right? Who's gone to something like Kentucky or something? Ohio. Is anybody cooking food?
Yes. There's food in the oven.
Oh, good. What are we cooking?
Chicken Alfredo, I think.
Oh. Okay.
Does
Sounds
your
good.
sister drive tractors?
Did my sister? No. My sister was a pretty good tennis player.
My mom played tennis.
Really?
They're also wondering if University of Vermont is close to home. 3 hours.
3 hours.
So, but I applied to Endicott, which is 10 minutes down the road. So.
Well, it really, we would miss you terribly, but I think it's a good thing to get away from.
That's
To get into a different area.
That's what I said.
As long as it's not Colby College, Maine. That was terrible.
I applied to one in Maine.
Maine's a cold place.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it.
We all done?
Yep. All right. Bye.
Bye.